This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, saving your day from boredom with the best podcasting entertainment.
What's up? Real MVPs, Ricky Widmer here, and welcome into a special edition. I'm calling this a special edition of the Heel Talk podcast. I'm here with my tag team partner, brother, as we're here to talk about WrestleMania, brother. Soapy Muffins, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Sound like I'm just like constipated when I do that.
Oh yeah. Oh, the mega powers. We're talking NXT, brother, man. Soapy, we are here, obviously. I say WrestleMania. We got 2 videos coming out for you. So whatever order they come out in, whatever order you're watching them on. Soapy, are you ready for WrestleMania? WrestleMania.
Yes, I am ready. Let's get this on the road. All right.
I've been waiting for this weekend for, I don't know, the last 2 months.
Yeah. I mean, just because it's everything kind of not grinds to a halt, but everything kind of slows down. It's like, okay, like we're not getting any major changes at this point. Like, all right, let's get to the big show, because then we know big stuff comes after the big show.
Yeah. What is it? What am I thinking? Well, the big show. What, Paul White's coming in, or Paul Wright is coming in.
Let's not get Paul White.
But we are. That's not going to be the last reference to WWE themes in this, but in this video, we're going through NXT Stand and Deliver 2024, the Philadelphia edition. You can see be up above us right here. The NXT logo is above us. Talking about NXT in this one, we also will have our WWE predictions for the WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2. Before we get into everything, though, Discord, Patreon links, those are both down below. You'll be able to catch these on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. Leave a comment, hit that like button, that sub button, all that fun stuff. You guys know what to do. I want to condense that to really get into these predictions. So, Soapy, we're going to go right down the list. Here's also what we're going to do, and I'm going to ask you this on the fly. We're doing NXT here. The one thing I wanted to do, special thing for Heel Talk, me and you, is a little friendly competition between you, where it's like we keep track of rights and wrongs and see at the end of the year who's the one that got more rights, with WrestleMania weekend kind of being the beginning of a new season for us. My question to you, do we include NXT and AEW in those, or do we keep the brand record separate? So we'll have an NXT record, a WWE record, and an AEW record.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we could do that.
It's up to you, whatever you want. I'm asking you pretty much on the fly in front of everyone what you think is better, because I didn't think about it.
Oh yeah, let's keep a record. Let's see who's more right throughout the year. I think we should do it for. I think we should have a WWE one and an AEW one.
All right, so we'll include NXT and AEW together. Cool. Your microphone didn't pick that up. I heard your mouth, though, and it looked like you said yes.
Sorry, I adjusted the volume because for those that don't know, it's starting to get kind of warmer.
Yeah.
And me, as a fat man, I need a fan on. It's hot in here. This room is hot.
You're telling me I got my fan on right now.
I don't know why your fan doesn't get picked up when it's right above you. Mine's over there facing the other wall. I don't have the...
See, here's the problem, and I'll show everyone. I don't have the big boy on yet. I don't have this guy on. It's tangling my wire. This guy, you'd be hearing him if he was on. It's not that hot yet. Let me go ahead and put this back, obviously, as now I'm messing up wires here, Soapy. I am messing up everything to show the people. That's gonna fall. That's gonna fall at some point, but that's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, I don't have the big boy on. I just got my my ceiling fan on. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But let's get into the NXT card. We got a great card for everyone. We're gonna start out triple threat match for, what is this? The NXT North American Championship, Soapy. We got Obafemi, Dijak, Josh Briggs. who's winning this? And is this pretty simple of who's winning this?
Yeah, I think it's pretty simple. We keep the dominance of Dijak going. No, I'm joking. No, realistically, it's Oba. Oba Femi's gonna win. I mean, Oba's just been running through everyone, keep building him up as this mid-card monster. I mean, realistically, can I just point out, it's insane how good he already is.
Yeah, he is so good that people thought he legitimately injured Joe Gacy on NXT this week.
Yeah, well, they thought he actually injured him. The fact that he's only really been on NXT TV for what, not even a year?
Yeah. Well, the breakout was what, like 4 months ago? When he had his Money in the Bank breakout contract?
Yeah, to where it's just like, dude, it's insane how good he is. Just strap the rocket to him and just keep him going.
No,
as much as I love Dijak and expect him to win a title at some point, not right now.
So he signed Oba signed in December, made his in-ring debut. Oh no, he signed in December of 21, made his in-ring debut on Level Up in December of 22. Let's see, the breakout tournament was in December of 23. So he entered the breakout tournament in December. And then at New Year's Evil, he defeated Riley Osborne in the finals to become the winner of the tournament. So, yeah, it's been like, what, 3 months? So, yeah, it was right. December, 4 months. It's been 4 months since we've seen him.
It's insane how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to win. I mean, like, shout out to Josh Briggs for showing up. I appreciate it.
So, I'll ask you this then about this match. Dijak, I love. I would love if Dijak won. Why? Like, is there a big reason to have them throw Briggs in here and make it a triple threat and not have just had it Oba versus Dijak? Because to me, it's like with Briggs and like you get it with Fallon too, because she's going to be a part of the 6-woman tag match that we'll be talking about later. It's kind of like I just look at it, it's like, is this the traditional triple threat match where it's just, oh, these are the two that are supposed to be here? Yeah, plus this third that we're just going to throw in here.
Yeah, I definitely think they want to test the waters to see like where people feel on Briggs. Obviously, I mean, Briggs is fine. Like he's not my favorite, but I definitely think it's kind of that like putting him in a ring with two people that the crowd likes and see like it's kind of like the osmosis effect of like osmosis, mitosis, whatever it is. Some osis.
Something's like, I'm not a science guy.
Yeah. I got a D in science, alright? I think I know what I'm talking about.
I think I know what I'm talking about.
No, like, it's one of those where it's just you put them with people that the crowd likes and be like, oh, perhaps they just associate with liking him now.
Yeah.
They keep trying to do with Lexus King, and everyone's coming around that I was right in the end.
Well, Soapy Muffins.
I was right. He still stinks.
Zero aura. But, yeah, I didn't say it, but I'll say it with you. I'm going with Oba Femi in this one. I think it's easy. Femi with the dub. The second match we'll talk about, the NXT Women's Championship is on the line. This one I'm very intrigued about. Lila Valkyrie, the champion, defending against Roxanne Perez. Roxanne going into her heel mode for this, developing that heel character that they're working on in NXT. Soapy, I'm going to set this one up for you where I saw news today that apparently WWE is very high on Roxanne Perez. So high that the exact quote I have seen is that a main roster call-up isn't a matter of yes or no with Roxanne. It's a matter of when. It's just a matter of time before she's on either Raw or SmackDown in the near future. There's some people saying, oh, that means she's going to lose here. Valkyrie will win. She'll get the call up on Raw after Mania. There's others saying, no, she's going to get an NXT shot. Get this kind of like work this heel character out. We'll get her called up later. Which side of the boat you sitting on? Does she win? Develop the heel character as champ on NXT, then get called up later this year? Or is she getting called up right after WrestleMania?
Well, I mean, it becomes a situation of does WWE like splitting up couples anymore? Because I personally feel, I mean, this is a spoiler for a thing later, I have a feeling that one half of this couple is getting called up.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, wait, no, never mind. Wait.
Yeah, no, you screwed up.
I got this
You're
whole
thinking
mixed
Cora.
up. Yeah.
You're thinking Cora.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I get them like both mixed up all the time.
I had to think back. I'm like, wait, I know Roxanne is in a relationship with a wrestler.
I got that wrong. Ignore that. Ignore it. We didn't happen. All right, that's not counted in my wins and losses. I think Roxanne's winning.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think I think Lyra's ready to call up now, especially with the fact of like she's already really good. You can put her on the main roster. For the love of everything, do not put another person on SmackDown. Literally, they've gotten every single call up. You got to at least make Adam Pearce look like he's a good GM and can sign anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one's gone to Raw. Literally, notice that all of the call ups and signings have all gone to Aldis.
Yeah, well, he's just the better GM, man. What can I tell you?
He's buffer. That's why everyone goes there. They see a buff GM and they're like, I can't say no to that guy.
He's buffer. Yeah, you were totally confusing Cora Jade with Roxanne.
No, I don't know why I always think those two are together. I don't know.
Because they look very similar. They've been tag team partners. They've been in storylines together, and they both have connections to CM Punk.
I mean, yeah, fair.
They're very like this, if you think about it. Like they are like that with one-on-one in their wrestling lives.
They're the next generation's version of Sasha and Bailey.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. Oh, I hope so. Quick aside here. I cannot wait for the future of the women's division. The only thing is, how soon is that going to be? Because, like, I'll be completely honest. There are a lot of women in NXT that I am just like, please, like, I can't wait until you get to the main roster. Roxanne's obviously my favorite women's wrestler in NXT right now. She has been for like the last year or two. You know who else is becoming like my number 2 in the women's division for NXT? And I don't know how you stand with her. Can you guess who my second favorite in NXT is?
Trying to think.
She is the best finisher in NXT.
Is it Sol Ruka?
It is Sol Ruka, baby. I love Sol Ruka.
Yeah, the second you said best finisher, I'm like, yeah, it's Sol.
Oh.
Honestly, at this point, like, I know Sol keeps kind of having the thing where she keeps getting hurt, you know, and realistically she'll...
The Nikita Lyons syndrome without the Instagram reels?
Yeah, well, also without the being...
duty.
Bad. Well, I mean...
I gotta lob that softball up to you whenever I can.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. Everyone only cares about Nikita because they're fat dumpy back there. But, like, she's not that good. But anyways, yeah, like, I definitely think it's... NXT's women's division's incredible right now. I especially think that... Like, I almost was going to say, like, Roxanne would win, because then when Cora comes back, she can beat Roxanne for the belt. The only thing is, though, like, Cora's also a heel. So it's that weird, like, But no, I do definitely think, I think Roxanne's winning and Lyra is going to get called up after Mania.
So, I'm going with, you said you have Roxanne winning?
Yes.
I agree with you. And the reason why is I'm 100% with you in a sense of Roxanne wins. She'll develop that heel character as champion. It also kind of completes her story, the whole like mental health storyline they did where she had to drop the belt, the whole like, oh, I never got beat for the belt, that belt is still mine. It completes that. It puts a like dominant, like this is the end to that storyline, moving into the heel character. And I'll be honest, depending on how they want to do it, if they want to have young, like the newcomers that are coming in, like a Sol Ruka, or if they want like, you know, I think like a Thea Hale, if she continues the kind of run that she's doing, hey, she could be the one to beat Roxanne if she works up to, and they think like, okay, we want to put the belt on her, put the belt on her. Roxanne then goes to the main roster. Like, Roxanne doesn't have to hold this belt until next year, Stand and Deliver. Like, she can lose it sometime this year, go ahead. Maybe they do a thing where like, oh, there's an NXT star in the Money in the Bank match. NXT star wins Money in the Bank, uses it on the champion, frees her up. Who knows? That's just me spitballing. But yeah, I'd go with Roxanne Perez winning this weekend as well. Then Soapy, the big one. We've got the challengers. Axiom. Nathan Frazier going up against the Wolf Dogs. For the NXT tag team titles. I want the Wolf Dogs to win so bad.
I respect the enthusiasm, but sadly, I do have the Wolf Dogs losing here. Mostly just because, and the only.
But Baron Corbin's not getting called up.
I know, but the problem is, that Braun's getting called up.
He can do double duty. He's young enough.
He probably can, but they're not gonna do that. So
right now, all he's doing is deadlifting ladders backstage, dude.
Yeah, that's all he's doing.
Yelling at Byron Saxton.
Yeah, we see him in vignettes just working out. They're like, dude, he's a freak. He's a freak. And it's just like, no, you want to talk about freaks? You got Julius Creed. That guy is a freak.
You got the Creed brothers, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Julius Creed is the actual freak of this company. It's insane the stuff he does. If anyone has not seen the videos of Julius Creed working out and just doing the stupid stuff he does when he works out, like, no, I need people to understand how insane this man is when he works out.
You're talking about the guy that did a one-arm, power bomb? A one-arm power bomb while having another guy in another move?
Yeah. You know, there's that. There's the video where he's deadlifting, and it looks like he's deadlifting some pretty heavy weight. And his brother gets on his back and he keeps deadlifting. Mind you, for those of you that
got
know,
legs of steel, dude. Legs of iron.
He's Cesaro. He's just Cesaro.
Cesaro.
Tell me this isn't something that, like, during the peak of Cesaro when they started doing the swing and then being like, he's super strong, that this isn't just what they'd have Cesaro do. We found the new one.
It is. Oh, but so you have Axiom and Nathan Frazier taking it home?
Yeah, I definitely think that's what they're going to do. I think especially just because right now you can kind of have Corbin float around between like whose title he's going to go after. Realistically, I think he's going to be the next one in the warpath of Obafemi.
Meaning he's going to be on NXT?
Yeah, I mean, like, I still think he'll still be in NXT.
You said Braun? Like, are you talking Braun or Baron?
Baron.
Oh,
no,
Baron.
Baron's,
okay.
Yeah. No, Braun's going to get called up.
Okay.
I think it's Corbin is going to kind of linger around, bounce between the titles, you know, see where he's at. Realistically, he's not going to probably fight Ilya. Because Ilya, we'll see.
Didn't they already have a match? Very good match.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, shocker. Baron Corbin's good. I know, it's crazy to think when you don't give him bad gimmicks and take the one that he was good at away, that he's good. Who would have thought? But no, I definitely think that they are going to split these two up. Braun will go up to the main roster. He'll go and do whatever he's going to do. I mean, who knows what title they throw him into. I mean, if he's on SmackDown, he'll probably be U.S. champ in like 5 months. I
mean, right now, Braun Breaker, I wanted to do the joke, is he's doing SmackDown 101. Working out backstage and yelling at Byron Saxton. That's what you do on SmackDown.
That's all you do. Byron just shows up and you yell at him.
Yeah, you yell. What are you interviewing me for? What are you interviewing me for? I'm trying to work here. And then you keep deadlifting that ladder.
A joke.
Well, let's be honest, he's been a joke for a long time.
Yeah, I'll never get over the Stone Cold. Give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah!
Not you, Byron.
What?
I want to disagree with you. Like, my heart wants to disagree with you because I want the wolf dogs. Holla if you hear me. I hear you, Braun. But yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Axiom and Nathan Frazier are going to win only because if Braun wasn't going to the main roster, I would totally have the Wolf Dogs taking this. And if I am wrong, this is one I'm okay putting in the L column because my heart wants the Wolf Dogs to win. Number 6, Soapy. We have a 6-woman tag match. On one side, Thea Hale, Fallon Henley, Kiana Jordan, or Kalani Jordan? Kalani Jordan, that's how you say that. Then you have on the other side, JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dame, along with Jasmine Nix. Who wins?
I hate that this is where you can tell the Shawn Michaels is like the 90s and early 2000s is the best wrestling. Put everyone's name who sounds
Sean
the same.
Cook, damn it. Let Sean cook.
No, because this man took all 3 names that sound somewhat similar and we're like, put them on the same team.
Jane, James, and Dane.
Yeah, this is the AEW equivalent of them putting Will Ospreay versus Powerhouse Hobbs. They'll be like, because sorry, there was a fly that just flew in front of me.
Soapy's like, gotta get it.
Yeah, no, like it just literally sat there and like flew in front of me, like it like U-shaped. I'm like, what are we doing here? No, like it's like the same thing of like where it's like Powerhouse Hobbs, but like it's like something like Will Hobbs, I think is what he's called if you don't call him Powerhouse. Or like the Battle of Wills, and it's like boo this man,
boo this man.
Oh, but like it's the same thing. They're just like, all right, these three people have a similar sounding name. The other side not sounding similar. Opposites, baby. We love going against each
the
other.
heels and the faces.
Yeah, I think Thea Hale's team's gonna win. I think they're incredibly high on Thea Hale. I mean, obviously, I think they're also really high in JC Jane as well. Definitely after the breakup of, I'm pretty sure
Gigi,
the Toxic Attraction one.
Yeah, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to double check. I don't keep up with NXT super often, so it's one of those things where like I get lost in the shuffle.
I got you. Yeah, Toxic Attraction was Gigi Dolan and JC Jane.
Yeah, you can definitely tell they're way higher in JC Jane than they are Gigi, which I mean,
naturally.
Not, I mean.
I think Gigi's on level up, I think.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I love Gigi, but it's definitely her work's kind of slowed down once she came to WWE. But I definitely think it's at this point, I know the kind of, from the little bit I remember, Hale and JC kind of had a thing going on for a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I definitely think Thea's going to win this one, because I think that they're going to get ready to catapult her to be like Roxanne's opponent, because like I said, I think Roxanne's going to be champ. So basically, like she's basically the next baby face up.
I hate this for one reason and one reason only, Soapy. So far, move over Sean Anderson and Dave Oster, the We Agree podcast.
Oh, it's the We Agree Wrestling podcast, baby.
The We Agree Wrestling podcast continues as I think the faces win. Like, I agree with you in the sense of mainly because I think not only are they high on Thea Hale right now, that eventually she's going to, not in a bad way, but eventually she's just going to distance herself from Chase U. Kind of like we brought you into Chase U to kind of give you that shot. You don't need Chase U anymore. We're going to distance you away from that, bring you to your solo, your singles run. I'll be honest, they might be doing not in the same way, but similar. I think this is also to see what they got with Fallon Henley. Just like you said with Josh Briggs, they're giving Briggs a role. They're giving Fallon a role. The only one I feel sorry for is Jensen. Where's Jensen? Where's his shot, man? Or is he like the Tucky? Is he Tucky in this?
Tucky in the group. He's the Tucky in the group.
I hope he's not the Tucky, because that means he's getting snipped. He's getting cut from the roster. That is from the roster. Shouldn't have said he's getting snipped. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going with the faces here mainly because of same reason you said. They're high on Thea Hale. I think they're also high on Fallon. The heels will get their heel spots in. They'll probably have some dissension among the ranks there. They'll get into an argument. Someone will get like a surprise roll-up or a surprise hit to a finisher, and the faces will come out on top. So the two left in this card, the two biggest matches, I would say, on this card. The first one, Friends Collide. Carmelo Hayes turning on his buddy, his tag team partner. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Soapy, who wins? Carmelo Hayes, he is him, or Trick Williams? Whoop that trick.
It pains me to go against Trick. It really does. I think Carmelo's winning. I think it primarily for one reason, and I will get into it when we talk about the next match.
Uh-huh.
But this is going to turn into a We Agree moment again, isn't it?
Go ahead. No, continue. I will get to mine when you are done. Like,
I know it's going to... This is literally going to be the We Agree episode, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right.
Because I know we're both going to agree on the last match.
Yeah. So... I definitely think it's, at this point, Carmelo is the biggest heel on the roster at this point. And at this point, I mean, we may as well get it out of the way at this point. Sadly, sorry, D'Angelo. I don't got you winning either. to where like it just kind of feels like that inevitable reclashing between Mello and Ilya.
Now,
so basically, it's.
I want to interject and ask you this though. So you don't think Hayes Trick is gonna have like a Ciampa Gargano run where we get like Hayes Trick 1, Hayes Trick 2, Hayes Trick 3?
I think what they'll do is they'll probably do some sort of shenanigans where like this is Hayes Trick's 1.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a second match. That one will determine whoever gets to go fight Ilya or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mello will win that one. He goes and becomes champ, and then Trick beats Mello for the belt. That's what I think they're gonna do. Just because, I mean, it's kind of the natural progression of, like, you build Trick to be at the big baby face.
Mm-hmm.
Mello's already the big heel. You keep giving him the heat. He gets to beat everyone. I definitely think this is the way that they're going to start building this up to where eventually, I mean, realistically, Mello's going to get called up first out of the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've already seen Mello on the main roster.
You said Mello gets called in first?
Yeah. Well, isn't he technically already called up?
Is he technically called up? I don't think so.
Didn't he have a match with Austin Theory on SmackDown?
He was a part of the U.S. tournament, but he was never officially called up.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they'll call him up first. I think it's at this point, if I had to guess, they're probably knocking they're not knocking at Sean's door. No one knocks on doors anymore. They've called Sean like 100 times, like, hey, buddy, so when do we get Ilya? We're kind of waiting for him.
Now,
we got a seat reserved right here for him.
The thing I will say about that, I learned this week. I'm citing Wrestle Talk of this. Apparently, the reason why Ilya hasn't been called up yet is he still has family in Germany that he still goes back and visits very often. So it's probably he's not going to get called up until that family is in the U.S., they were saying.
Yeah, so I assume at least that's why that's another reason I have him staying champ for a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, getting it to where, he gets the family called over and everything. But I definitely do think that out of Trick and Mello, I definitely think Mello will be the first one to get called up out of the two of them. Because I genuinely think that's the two people that Shawn Michaels right now is telling, like, Triple H or anyone else who calls him, like, no, you do not touch them. They are mine. I get to keep them. Until I have my next two guys afterwards, which, I mean, we kind of got Obafemi, so, like, we're kind of there already.
Yeah. Do we have a guy that could be the second? Or maybe they're trying to mold Briggs into that? Baron Corbin, come on down.
Yeah, I mean, come on, baby. No. I think right now there may be someone, but like the only thing is like it's so hard right now because Obafemi is like that next guy that like you can tell that like they've put all the faith into him. That, like this is our guy. Like the women's division is obvious because it's always been Roxanne and Cora Jade. They were always the two. Now like we're starting to see the emergence of Thea Hale, JC Jane, Sol Ruka, Carmen. It's what's her name?
Lola
Kiana
Vice.
James, Lola. Like, we see kind of like that next, like, okay, this is the next wave of it. But then, like, you look at the guys of where it's like, Hijack's already kind of been around before, so he kind of just hovers around. Oba's getting the major push. Joe Gacy kind of just is there at this point. And, like, I kind of hate saying that, because I really like Joe Gacy.
His faction just dissolving in front of him kind of hurt him. Not gonna lie.
Especially, it's just so weird because like when he first got brought to NXT, because I remember I watched like NXT 2.0 when it first started, and like I didn't like him at all at the start. For anyone who remembers his character at the start of NXT 2.0, it sucked.
Yeah,
like, that was like actual doo-doo character work of like he's the PC guy. He's like, guys, let's not say offensive things. I don't like hurting people, and it's like you're a wrestler.
You're a wrestler.
Shut up. Well, like that was just stupid, but it's like kind of growing him into that kind of I wouldn't even really call Schism a cult. I don't even know what I would call them. Because like it's the weird like they kind of acted like a cult, but kind of not.
They rode the line. They were a heel faction.
I think I think you could give him a group like Schism again, and that's kind of what he needs. Because realistically, I know people always make the really stupid comparison of every time you see like a slightly fatter guy
Mm-hmm.
that can talk, that can wrestle, people are like, oh, it's a mixture of Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt. Literally, literally look at any fat guy and how many times have people been like, that's Kevin Owens, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it just happens. Like, to me, I think that he's a guy that he needs a group to be that guy who gets elevated to the next level. I think as a solo guy,
elevate me to the sky.
like I'm trying to think of some of the other people on the roster. Like
I'm
was getting one for a little bit.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't see, besides Obafemi, the match we're gonna talk about next, unless like Tony D'Angelo is gonna be propped up, like the dudes that I'm just gonna name all the dudes, and you just stop me if I get to that guy. You ready?
Okay.
Andrew Chase, Axiom, Baron Corbin, Boa, Braun Breaker's moving up. You got Bronco Nima, Brooks Jensen. Let's see, Lorenzo, Charlie Dempsey, Damon Kent, Dante Chen, Dijak, Dion Lennox, Drake Moreau, Drew Gulak, Eddie Thorpe, Duke Hudson, Idris Inofi.
Idris Elba.
Nah, not Idris Elba. Hank Walker, Gauru Raj. You've got Javier Bernal, Javon Evans, Joe Coffey, Joe Gacy, Josh Briggs, Kale Dixon,
Keanu
Keanu
said
Carver.
One of the names that I was thinking of, I think it's Javon
Evans.
Yeah, I forget.
He's in a tag team with Inofi, I believe. I believe those two were partners.
I gotta remember if that's the guy I'm thinking of, or if this guy is just on NXT Level Up. Like, the guy is so good. Mm-hmm. He's another one of the guys who came out of DPW. Basically, at this point...
Unless you're thinking of Malik Blade.
No, I gotta find the video for it.
Lexus King, Luca Crucifino.
I think they also
Mark Coffey, Miles Bourne, Noam Dar, Ridge retired. Oro Mensa, Riley Osborne, Scripps. You got Saquon Sugars, Sean Spears, Tank Ledger, and Tavion Heights.
I think Javon Evans is going to be the next guy who gets that really big push. Because for anyone who's, like, mind you...
Jay Malachi is also a name he's gone by.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what his name was in DPW.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, no, it's definitely, right now, NXT's men's division is it's looking pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I definitely think he's going to be the next guy to get that big push alongside Ova. Like, I don't know if it'll be... It's because right now, like, he's really good in the ring. Mm-hmm. If anyone hasn't seen, like, Javon Evans matches,
yeah,
he is probably the best athlete in NXT right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's okay at talking. It's kind of one of those, like, oh, okay, like, he has charm, but it's not like, oh, that's charisma. That's just like, you can just tell he's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't have that bite me in the butt later. Please do not have that age like milk with me saying that.
It's not gonna.
Fingers crossed that never comes back to bite me in the butt, saying that, like, he's actually a good guy.
Yeah. Well, nowadays you never know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Yes, it is the We Agree podcast. Yes, I think Carmelo Hayes wins. The thing we disagree with is now reports I'm looking at are showing that Carmelo Hayes could get a call up this summer. The thing I'm thinking of is if I was going to predict who gets called up first, I'd call up Trick first. And the reason why is, did you see the response he got when he was on SmackDown? Everyone wasn't chanting. Like, when I watched that SmackDown that Trick was on, and the entire arena was going, whoop that Trick, whoop that Trick. I'm sitting there going, I can't remember the last NXT superstar that made a cameo appearance on a Raw or a SmackDown and the entire arena reacted. I can't, Adam, not even, when Adam Cole and them did Survivor Series, I don't think they even got that big of a reaction. Yeah, unless I'm misremembering, like...
Yeah, The only thing is I don't remember all the people who have done cameos, because I know like when Finn got called up, like everyone loved it, but obviously that's called
like
up. That's
like are we back to the NXT? Like are we back, baby, to old NXT, old
so
black
back.
and gold? We're so back, baby. Where it's like people are now watching both products, and there's not a separation of you're either a main roster watcher or an NXT roster watcher.
I definitely think that it's starting to go back to like you're just watching both now, especially just with how easy it is to catch up with all three shows now.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going Carmelo Hayes. I think Trick gets called up first. That's just me being bold. I think he gets called up. Melo goes for the title because let's move on. The last one, Ilya Dragunov defending his NXT championship against Tony D'Angelo. Hey, how you doing? Ilya Dragunov wins. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't think he's getting called up soon. It's the family issues that are going on of getting that family over from Germany. I'll be honest, I think they're soft gonna plan him being called up by Bash at Berlin. Like Bash at Berlin would be all right, he's called up. That's his first main roster match against Gunther.
I mean, I definitely think that that's going to be what they go for. Sorry, my brain turned off there for 2 seconds. I started reading something.
You're good. I looked and I'm like, oh, did I lose him? Did I lose him to the internet?
My brain literally just turned off for a second. Because I got like a notification and I looked. And just my brain just like... No, it's definitely, I think Ilya is going to retain. I think we're going to get another round of Ilya Melo. I mean, sorry, Tony D'Angelo, you can head back to the old country and be like, Ma, I'm sorry, Ma.
Ma, I didn't mean to break your heart, Ma.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to turn into. I definitely think we're going to get a longer reign from Ilya, which I love. I love Ilya. Like, he is by far, to me, he's my favorite part of NXT. Anytime I watch, I love seeing anything he does.
Is his first feud on the main roster just definitely going to be Gunther?
I think they're going to do like a soft build-up.
Okay.
I think it's the...
Gotta have Imperium break up first?
Don't break up Imperium. You don't need to do that.
I totally agree. Jake was talking to me. He's like, yeah, I think they're going to break up Imperium. And I'm like, why? Why?
Like, I don't see the point of breaking them up. Like, they barely interact. Literally, it's just Giovanni shows up like once every 2 months.
Yeah.
He's never there. Like, at least let Giovanni and Kaiser win something before you think about breaking them up.
Maybe the tag belts.
Yes, let them win it. Please, they're right there.
Oh,
you big-nosed mother effer. All right?
You censored yourself. I'll leave it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Trust me, I wanted to not do it. Let them win.
So we're trying to beat the censors now.
Yeah, I felt the pen just start getting ready.
Like the teacher in me is like, no, the red pen, I can't stop it.
No, it's let them win the tag belts. All right, you didn't let them win when you were at NXT. All right, shame on you. Shame.
Shame.
They are really good. There's a reason why for the longest time they were the best tag team in NXT UK. Just gonna point out all the best stars that have been popping up in NXT for a little bit. NXT UK, use them, please.
Wait, you've got Gunther, you got Imperium, you have Ilya, was Nathan Frazier? Was he in NXT UK?
I think so. You had Tyler Bate.
Yes, I know Tyler Bate was.
Pete Dunne.
Yep.
Now, mind you, this is a deep cut. Rhea Ripley,
yes.
You had Tony Storm for a little bit. Blair Davenport.
Alba Fire is Kaylee Ray.
Yep. Yeah, so all I'm saying, use them, please.
Oh, well, Soapy, this was interesting. Neither you nor I went through what our predictions would be. I did not expect us to go on the We Agree podcast for NXT Stand and Deliver. Now, I will say this. If you're watching this, you haven't watched our WrestleMania ones. We're recording this one first. I can definitely tell you for sure that me and him are not going to agree on every WrestleMania match. That's for damn sure. I can tell you right now, we're not going to agree on every WrestleMania match. So at least it won't be the We Agree podcast for both of them. But yeah, I can run straight down these. Soapy and I apparently think that Oba Femi wins, Roxanne Perez wins, Axiom and Nathan Frazier get the dub, Thea Hale, Fallon Henley, and Kalani Jordan get the dub. Carmelo Hayes and then Ilya Dragunov all getting the dubs this weekend. Let us know what you guys think down below. If you're in the Discord, go ahead and join. Well, if you're not in the Discord, go ahead and join it. Philly Sean in the Discord has put together a sheet for all the MVP people in the Discord to put in predictions for WrestleMania weekend. So go ahead, fill that out down below in the Discord. It's going to be a great time. We'll see who's right, who's wrong. But yeah, NXT Stand and Deliver should be good. Me and this guy, oh, that's what I forgot to say at the beginning. Me and Soapy will be live all WrestleMania weekend for Stand and Deliver night 1, night 2. We'll be live on the channel, watching the show, reacting to it live with you guys. So come ahead and hang out with us as we watch everything for WrestleMania weekend. Want to thank everybody for watching, listening. Hit that like and sub button. And as always, have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
As always, we'd like to thank the people who make these videos possible, our patrons, whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you'd like to become a patron, click the link in the description below. And if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Entertainment, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.